Well, I don't know about y'all, but it doesn't feel like fall is getting here anytime soon. So instead of the weather, we're just gonna have to cook fall recipes. So I'm gonna be making pumpkin oatmeal cookie sandwiches with the cream cheese icing in the middle. I don't know the name of them. But, okay, before we get started, you start by browning butter. If you've never used brown butter, you just cook it on your stove until it turns brown, and it gives it like a really good, deep, rich flavor to anything you add it to. I've never used it in anything besides baked goods, but some people that I've seen have used it in regular foods. I don't know how that would be. I just use it when I bake. It just gives it a really, really good flavor. So you start by browning a half a cup, and then I browned a third cup because some of it's gonna go in the batter and some of it's gonna go in the filling. So we're gonna get started. So my oven's on 350 degrees. I've got a greased cookie sheet over here, and we're gonna start with half a cup of our browned butter. And you may think that, you see those little bits in the bottom? That gives it your flavor. It looks burnt, and it may be, but use it. It's good. And a cup of packed brown sugar, and a 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree. Now, if you don't want to make these pumpkin flavored, if you're allergic or you just don't really care for pumpkin, you can use 1 egg in replace of this. And now I'm just going to take my hand mixer and mix this up until that sugar, butter, and pumpkin is combined. Right here I have 1 1/4 cup of flour, and we're going to add into this 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and we're also going to add in half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to guess for this part. There we go. And that's not it. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, just mix that up just a little bit. I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. And when I add a teaspoon of vanilla, this is my teaspoon, okay? Mainly like a teaspoon and a half. I always add just a little bit of extra vanilla when I bake something. Okay, and now we're gonna add in half of our flour, mix this up, get it good and combined, and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna add in the rest of our flour mixture. We're gonna get this mixed up. Okay, now that we've got that mixed up, don't forget to scrape down the sides of your bowl to get all of that flour. My granny used to say that may be the little bit that fills me up. Now we're gonna add in 3/4 cup of just old-fashioned oats, and I'm just gonna fold these in with my spatula. And we're not judging how our cookie sheets look because I don't know what y'all are doing with y'all's, but I cook with mine. Anyway, and I said that this was greased. It is not, so let me grease this. Okay, now I just have a small cookie scoop. I'm gonna make these kind of small because to me, you waste less when you do that. If you have this big, huge cookie, you might not be able to eat it all. So it's better to have 2 small ones than just 1 big one, in my opinion. We're just gonna fill this little cookie scoop up. We're gonna bake these for 10 minutes on 350. Okay, these are the cookies, and you can 100% stop right here, but we are gonna zhuzh these up just a little bit. I've got 1 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese in my bowl right here. I'm gonna break that up just a little bit, and now I'm gonna add in some powdered sugar. I don't measure when I make a cream cheese icing. I do it based off of consistency. So if you like a runnier icing, almost like a glaze, put less powdered sugar. If you like a thick icing, put more. I'm gonna make these a little bit thick because I don't want this to run out the sides of my cookies. And we're also going to be putting some of that brown butter in this mixture as well. So that was probably 1.5 or 2 cups of powdered sugar. And I've got a 1/3 cup of that brown butter. Like I said, you just brown it on the stove on a low temperature. I did it on about 4, and I just browned it, stirring occasionally. You don't want it to burn, you just want it to brown. You're gonna think it's burning, but it's not. Just stir it on low temperatures, and then you'll be good to go. Spread it on there. Get a good amount. You want to be able to taste it. And if you want these to be like really firm, you can, this one's kind of oblong shaped. I should have rounded these out, it's okay. You can put these in the fridge and let that soften up, but here it is. These are gonna be delicious. So, I hope y'all will make this. This would be perfect to make with your grandkids. Put them in the kitchen, give them a mixer. They'll love it, I promise.